Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. Early this morning, Wednesday, the CCSA announced 14,176 new cases of the virus around the nation during a 24-hour period. In the same 24-hour period, 16,769 people are said to have recovered and been released from quarantine. 228 deaths have been attributed to the virus within a 24-hour period. Tuesday saw numerous protests in the capital following the failure of a vote of confidence called for by the opposition to the government in Parliament at the weekend, with some demonstrations turning violent and others disrupting regular traffic. One mob threw fireworks and explosives at government offices, along with at least one hospital. The situation then on the capital is far from peaceful in many areas, and the warning remains in place for any non-Thai to avoid areas where demos take place. This as authorities won't hesitate to use tear gas, water cannon or rubber bullets. Thai authorities are watching activities in neighbouring Burma closely as the resistance groups there, comprising of many, including now deposed elected officials, has called for a nationwide uprising. Following the coup in February, much of Burma remains in disarray, with those in authority vying for position. The call for a revolt in every town, city and even village is unlikely to see an immediate response, as most will watch to see what others do first, out of fear. However, the army is said to have increased street patrols and strengthened outposts, whilst putting aircraft on standby. Press reports are indicating that a breach of security may have led to a hacking of a database operated by the Health Ministry that records data on those who've either been treated or received vaccines. That's been firmly denied by the authorities. Meanwhile, at home and in our own region, early this morning, Wednesday, the provincial offices reported 846 new cases in the region within a 24-hour period, seeing Chonburi City report 171, Banglamung 149, Sirachar 237 and Satahip 41. In the same period, 20 deaths are attributed to the virus. The Chonburi Governor's office has independently relaxed some of the conditions it, not the state, had imposed for COVID. Last night saw announcements that all tourist attractions, either state or privately operated, can open until curfew, with the precondition that obviously no alcohol be sold. For businesses planning to reopen, it's advisable to have staff check with the provincial offices to assure you that your type of enterprise is on the approval list. Heavy rains throughout the night in the Pattaya region caught residents unaware, as many were asleep and had not set up in preparation with sandbags and barriers. Worse still, many vehicles were damaged as they were parked in low areas, and numerous homes and businesses saw damage through to this morning. Whilst traffic, due to curfew, was at a minimum, the constant downpours after dark saw major flooding from the railway roads down through the city to the beachfront, again slicing Pattaya in half and making it impossible to pass from one side to the other. By 7 this morning, most but not all areas had begun to see at least the water clearing. Monsoon storms are expected to continue through the day and indeed the week as heavy weather fronts approach from the east and from the bay. Amazingly, power cuts were at a minimum, and while several areas saw flash outages and unregulated high spikes, most areas were not affected. With the storm fronts spreading from Trat to the capital, the Met Office warns that swimming in the bay is dangerous, and small boats have been ordered to remain on the shoreline. And again from the Met Office, we're told to expect highs of just 29 today, dropping down to 24 tonight, with storms at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,